Why, hello everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I've never said that before, but nonetheless, it's first time for everything. Scott here with the review, guys. Look, I'm sweaty, and I'm tired, and it's a very long story, but I'll tell you very quickly, because it's very exciting for me. Big news in my life. I'm going to WrestleMania. Yes, I know, please, keep your seats, keep your seats. No, it's quite alright. Last minute decision I made. Chris actually is not going to be able to go because he's in a family wedding. His cousin's getting married. Chris has a special role. He's the spittoon bearer because he has a family of hillbillies and they're all going to be chewing a lot of tobacco the whole wedding party, and he's just going to carry the spittoon. I'm kidding. But that is the case. So I'm going to be going alone. I thought, what have I got to lose? Why not? It turns out I'm going to contacted Gilbert Blaze, and a couple of other of the YouTube wrestling community are going to be there, and so I'm going to do my my darndest to meet up with them, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm very excited, but I'm not terribly excited. Why am I not terribly excited? Because I'm having to pay for all of this by working a lot of overtime hours, and that's why I'm sweaty and tired. I've just anyway. Don't ask me why. Wait a minute. I'm working overtime hours and I'm sweaty and tired. That doesn't quite sound right. I promise you, I'm not a gigolo. I swear. Not much. No, I'm kidding. I slept late because I worked late, and then I had up and took my little morning walk, and so therefore we go. And look what I've done. Perfect timing. Okay. So anyway, ECW. My television viewing has been all messed up from all this work, but ECW I was able to watch. The show began with a Morrison, March 24th, I believe. Morrison versus Carlito. Now, I have been watching Morrison closely lately in his singles matches because I find that he's been a little lazy. And that's bothered me because I feel like if he wants to be a singles competitor and he's not delivering as a singles performer, that's bad. But tonight he was quite good. I was happy with his performance. He was good until The Miz started arguing with Charles Robinson, aka Little Nate. You see, I'm learning these things. I'm getting better when I say little. Speaking of which, one of our loyal viewers, Nastehnedd, I believe that's how you pronounce it, he gave me a list of the way that Scott does a video. How Scott does a video, and I'm glad he did this for me because sometimes I forget where I am, and all I now have to do is look at my list and just check off. So, hello, how are you, blah, blah, blah. I mentioned something about Chris. I mentioned the hillbilly wedding he's going to be in. There's that. Oh, I'm getting better. I say that. Let's see. Anyway, I'm rambling. Oh, wait, I say that too. More rambling. I think I've already done more rambling. Anyway, so Little Nate has his back turned. Morrison rolls out of the ring and starts to walk away. Teddy Long comes out and says, "No, now you don't do that, player." And he says, "Okay, was that a hilarious impression of wrestler? A terrible but hilarious impression. Well, that'll count for tonight." He even said, "Oh, we don't play that," which is an extremely old reference. So anyway, Long stops him from walking away, says get back in the ring, and he says that the unified tag match at WrestleMania is going to be a lumberjack match. Now, thankfully, Matt Stryker knows the history of lumberjack matches like he knows the history of everything, and he told us what it was, which I actually found interesting. So they go back in there. Oh, and I didn't recognize, anytime they do that, when they bring out the whole roster, they bring out everybody from backstage, there are always a few wrestlers that it takes me a while to figure out. I'm thinking, who is that one? And that one? I think there was Charlie Haas that I thought. In fact, there was a guy that I thought was Jamie Noble until I saw Jamie Noble. Then at one point, standing in the corner of the ring, around the ring, it might have been a Bella, but I think it was a guy with long dark hair in a ponytail, right? My first thought was Colin Delaney. Then I said, no, my dreams are not set to come true quite so soon. But I think it might have been Gregory Helms, Hurricane Helms. Anybody? Does anybody know if he was there? And speaking of Hurricane Helms, which leads to more rambling, but that's okay because there really wasn't a whole lot of show. Where has Hurricane Helms been? Does anybody have any news on him? Was he hurt again? What's up with that? Because they really did a big build-up for him to come back and show up for, what, 3 weeks and then disappear again? And secondly, would not he have been the perfect element in the Matt and Jeff story? Would he not have been a great thing to throw into that mix? You know, extend the feud by letting him fight it out with Matt for a little while or whatever? I think he would have, and I think it's sad that he's gone, and so on and so forth. So, I am rambling, so I will stop with that now. Next match, Jack Swagger and Tyson Kidd versus Evan Bourne and ding 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 Tommy Dreamer. There he is, everybody. And they mentioned his whole retirement thing, even though they seem to have dropped the ball on that too. Sorry, I said it that way. That wasn't very cool. And again, I'm yelling. I don't want to be one of these yellers. Old yeller. Let's see, Tyson Kidd. Finally, I guess he's now a heel, which is fine with me. No chance of a face turn, so we're Xing that one off. I said face turn. So you talk about, though, impressive in the ring. Evan Bourne, I'm telling you, that kid, even though he's probably a peer of mine, but that's okay. That fella is, he's wonderful. And I give him props, and I wish him all the best in all his future endeavors, but in a good way, not in the WWE. Then the final thing that we saw for the evening was the VIP lounge. Finally, we get a VIP lounge. Finally, MVP looks good. We get to see the face MVP at the VIP job. Let me have my beverage. Oh, that's good. Now then, oh, you didn't say that. I think I say that a lot. Put that in your next list, Nasty Ned. Okay, let's see. So, in my VIP lounge, first I was looking at who was doing the most talking, thinking that these were the guys who were the most likely to win, and then everybody talked. So, you know, yeah. I thought Christian looked great. I thought Shelton Benjamin, again, I think I've made my feelings clear on Benjamin. There's just something missing. But MVP, obviously great. So I know where my money's going, but I don't want to spoil the bet for you people. We need this to be a surprise. See, the beard is a little asymmetrical today. I'm sorry. I thought it was just the lighting, but I think it's true asymmetry. But that's okay, because nature is asymmetrical. Think about that, people. Anyway, excuse me. Wow, that's... Sorry, I was a little worked up about that. Anyway, everybody said something. Obviously, some people look better than others. I thought the standouts were Benjamin, MVP, Christian, those two being primarily the good ones. Kane didn't say anything, but he did his little and the fire shot up. And that's all of the show. One quick other note to mention, apparently, and I don't know if you knew this, John Cena's got a movie coming out. It's called 12 Rounds. It's about this guy named Danny, and his wife gets stolen or something by some guy whose wife got killed. Which, by the way, women, if there are any females watching, and I know there are, you should, this movie is not a good movie for the women's rights movement, because it's all about women getting beaten or killed. And I don't like that. Alright, I'm standing with you, Susan B. Anthony. And Gloria Stein... I was thinking Steinbrenner or Steiner. Anyway, Steinem, Gloria Steinem. Anyway, you probably have no idea who I'm talking about, and I'm rambling again. And talking about things like violence against women. I really shouldn't have said that. Okay, that's number 7. Let's see. I got to tick off the list since I'm almost finished. I didn't say no, that's nice, but I will say we're running out of time, which we're not. But I'll stop anyway. We'll see you very soon. Continue to make your bets and predictions, but the beard will stay. It has to. It must stay. Anyway, that's all the time we've got. We'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.